Hey, welcome back, family. Welcome back. It's been a minute. Your girl has been busy. A lot has been transpiring, but thank you for joining Rooted Vines. If you are new here to this channel, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's support your sister here at Rooted Vines. And for the rest of y'all that watch me, y'all know we just family. We just family, y'all. Look, I came on here. Was there anything else I wanted to say before? Yes. I came here to talk about the first of the year. So mm, you guys know that the first of the year is right around the corner, okay? So January 1st, 2025 is around the corner. And I know a lot of y'all are getting ready to go to vision board parties. A lot of y'all are making declarations or resolutions. But I wanted to talk to you about that, okay? I wanted to get serious about that because I want you to understand January 1st, and I know y'all gonna think I'm coming on here talking about it's not the first of the year. I don't really care about that. I moved past that. I was that person, but I moved past that. What I want you to understand is that we are still in the letting go season, okay? And I say that because as you look outside, the trees are still letting things go. Nature is still letting things die, right? Rebirth has not taken place. In October, I did a video and I had talked about harvesting season, right? Because our lives should mimic nature, all right? It should mimic nature, but it doesn't. So I was talking about when October comes, October to January, there are certain seasons and certain things that you should be doing. October and November are the time of reflection. You should be going back through the year, right? Writing down what worked for you, what didn't. Were you the person that you thought you were going to be? Are you doing the things you thought you were going to do in 2024? And if not, why not? Right? You need to go back, reflect over the type of relationships you were in, the type of relationships you built. Were they healthy for you? Were people pouring into you, or were you busy pouring into everyone else and ended up with an empty cup, right? So we want to look at that during October and November. Me and my husband, November is a reflection day. We sit down and we reflect over us, our personal, one-on-one personally, our marriage together, and then our dreams and our goals, right? Are we the people that we said we were going to be before 2024 hit? And if not, why not? And what needs to change, right? These are the questions that you have to ask when you start to go on this journey to change the trajectory of your life. Let's see. I just wanted to. So, wintertime is a time, understand me, is a time of reflection, thinking back over the previous year, recognizing and identifying the lessons that you have learned, or sometimes the lessons that you are still learning because you ain't figured out how to get out that classroom and go to the next, right? It's about creating the space for what you want to come in. But things can't come in if you still got a lot of junk and clutter around. Things can't come in if you don't recognize the good as well as the bad, right? I'm a Libra, honey, and we believe in having that balanced scale. You have to have the beauty and the ugly, even though we do prefer the beauty, okay? So we want to do that. Now, once you do that and December hits, it is a process of a letting go, right? So we've already went back. We looked at the year that has passed. Now we should identify the things that stopped us from becoming, from doing the things that we said we wanted to do. So that could be people, places, or things. And now is the time to let go, to sacrifice those things. Now, I do want to say that sometimes our worst enemy is us. So we have to get rid of the stinking thinking, they say, right? We got to get rid of the things that we grew up. People saying, oh, you ain't never going to be nothing. Who are you to say you're going to do this? You cannot have that type of thinking in your mind. So if you are thinking anything other than what God has already proclaimed you to be, we going to let that go. Okay. We are not going into the new year with this same mentality. We are going letting go. Let go of those bad thoughts, the stories you make up in your head that ain't even true, the things that paralyze you, put you in fear to the point that you can't move. You don't know let your left from your right. We are going to let go of those things. We're going to let go of the people who do not speak truth or value into your life. We are not going to deal with the people that only call you when they need something, or they call you because they want to gossip about something. We're not doing that no more. All right. We're in a place that we cannot give. It is the season of letting go. So we're going to let go of all the drama, all the chaos, and we are going to move forward. Now, in the season of letting go, because January is part of that season of letting go, I want you to understand this is not a time that you are planting seeds. This is the time that you are digging ditches. You're doing the work right now. So what you need to do is start preparing for what you want to come in the spring, because spring is rebirth. It is new. Everything is coming up. Everything is manifesting. Everything is germinating. But you have to be prepared in the letting go season to receive those things, right? So I know I be hollering, but this is how we talk. My family loud. I'm sorry if you if you know, you know. Anyways, so you want to take out a piece of paper. You want to write down your visions and your goals. And if you're like me, sometimes you just have to pick out one, because you can get schizophrenic on the things that be going on in your mind. That's why it's always good to write stuff down, get it out of your head and on some paper, right? Help your body, your eyes see what you're really talking about. So you're going to write those out. Pick one. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write the steps. You're going to meditate on the process to get you to that goal or that vision. Look, you guys, on every journey, you should have a map. You can't just go skipping down the yellow brick road with no kind of direction, right? Even Dorothy knew she was going to Oz, but if you don't even know where you're trying to go, then this whole thing is lost. This is for naught. You have to know where you're trying to go, what you're trying to do, and your purpose, which is your why behind doing it. Okay. If not, it's just going to fall by the wayside. And honey, you're going to find yourself right in the same spot that you've been last year, the year before, and the year before that, right? Because people try to just jump into things without a plan. And look, I understand, because I am not, honey, my husband is the planner. I'm not a planner. I jump into all kinds of things. And then when I get lost, I don't know what my last step was. I don't know where I was or how I even got to where I was. I can't even, there's no paper trail. Okay. That's the kind of person I am. So if you are that person, I totally understand. It takes a lot. I have been purposely, intentionally planning, putting processes together for a few years now, and it helps me a lot. Now, sometimes the things are out of order because you don't know what you don't know. You just, but you're dedicated and you know where you want to be. And that's half of the battle, knowing where you want to be. So your job right now is to prepare a way to dig the ditch for the seed, to move things to the side so that you can see a clear path, because you don't want to be out here being the captain of your own ship, but you don't want to pay attention to the waves. You just, oh, it's the waves. They'll take me. They'll get me there. No, you got to direct that ship, because honey, you be in a world of hurt out there playing with them storms that come in your life. You must prepare. In preparing, that means meditating with your mind. Get your mind prepared for 2025, right? In that means prayer. Go ahead and start praying for 2025. Not only for yourself, but for everyone else. I know daily I'm praying for people I don't know. Groups of people, whether they're homeless, hungry, those that are being abused, kidnapped, tortured, sex trafficked, all of the things. Because a lot of stuff is going on in this world and people don't want to talk about it. But I pray about it, because I don't have any other power than to pray that somebody feeds someone. If I don't come across them, that someone else feeds somebody, that you expose the ring of sex traffickers so that these girls and boys can be freed, right? All of these things. But we must continue to pray, and we must put our words forward. God said, let there be light. Not only did he speak those words, but he gave direction and he had an intention, right? We have the power to do the same thing, but we don't think before we speak. And I'm still struggling with that. You see how fast I talk, y'all. We don't think before we speak, right? And so it lands us in a world of hurt. But what you need to do is really take this time, the beginning of the year, right? To make the processes, to move the stones out of your way, to clearly think about who you want to be, who you want to attract in your life, what you want to do, and are you going to do those things? What does that look like in your head? For me, I've started a book of Mayaka. If y'all don't know, that's my name, Mayaka. I started a book of Mayaka, and I am writing out Mayaka as a character for 2025. All of the great things that she's about to go through. What does that look like? All the people that are about to come into her life, right? All of these things that she is doing in 2025. Because if I start writing about her, she will start having the characteristics of the character that I want her to have. She will start doing the things that I see myself wanting to do, right? And so I'm clearing the path for the future so that I may walk clearly into it. And so that's what we have to do when we're dealing with my dog over here sighing, dealing with the season of letting go. Because growth is not necessarily about setting goals and the vision board parties and all of that. It's about making things achievable. If your mind is not ready for it, then let's be honest with ourselves. If you ain't ready to get up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym, at least be honest with yourself about it. This might not be your lose 20 pound season, right? It might be something else because you have to put in the work. And I know a lot of people are going and cutting past with Ozempic and all of that. That's fine if you choose. I don't know if there's going to be consequences in the future. You know how we do here in America. But what I do want to say is that you still want to get your mindset right. Even if you do Ozempic, you still want to eat right. All right. If you're going to eat right, then you should be starting menu plans now. What type of foods do I want to eat? What do I enjoy eating all the time that's healthy that I can eat, right? Am I going to go see my doctor once a month or twice a month? What is my plans when it comes to my health, right? This is what we have to do when we set intentions. If you're out there trying to date, who are you trying to attract? Number one, are you the type of person that's ready to date? Right? Or are you a selfish person? Right? Are you someone who's not loyal? We got to look at ourselves because some of us, we got some trippy things. You got to find out. And if so, who are you looking for? And if that person you're looking for, does it match you? Because, I see a lot of people talking about they want 6-figure men out here, but I'm letting you know, 6-figure men don't play these games that a lot of these y'all be out here playing. I don't want to say y'all. I know my people in Rooted Vines. Y'all ain't like that. But what they be playing in the streets, 6-figure men and beyond, they're looking for a certain type of woman. If you ain't that woman with it, average Joes out here ain't like that. And let me tell you something, there ain't nothing wrong with having an average Joe. There's a lot of men out here who got average jobs, who still have a home, a nice car, doing the things that they're supposed to do, right? So you have to find out what type of person you are, who you're looking for, why you're looking for them, and what you expect out of them. And they may be expecting something back, honey. This is it's a partnership. It's someone you build with. So don't expect, to get out here and get, some free lunch money, honey. So as we start to let go, remember the seeds you plant today, the ditches you dig, the work you put in is not just for yourself, but it's for the world around you. It's for other people to see what you're doing and that it can be done. Because a lot of us need some inspiration. A lot of us think we're the only person out here going through a certain situation and nobody will understand. I've been there. And that's not true. People are going through things. They just put a smile on and they don't want to share with you what's going on. So if you got a shallow circle out there that you can't share things with, I advise you to let that circle go and go find you a good tribe, a tribe that says, I don't mind you seeing my wounds and how I overcame, right? You're not the only person. Yeah, I've been there crying at night. Yeah, I know what it's like to have heartbreak. Yeah, I know what it's like to be evicted or living in my car. You need to be able to hear the stories, be inspired by the stories, because the people who overcome those, they've done some work to make things look different in their life. And so we have to be an inspiration, not only to ourselves, to show ourselves, hey, you got this, you can do this, right? But we have to be an inspiration to others, because that is just basically what this realm is about. Even though it doesn't seem like that, the powers that be have done turned it around. But don't believe the lies. Don't believe the facades and the illusions that have been put out here. There's many of us out here doing the hard work. There's many of us being inspirational, encouraging, and uplifting, and trying to awaken those that need to be awake. If you don't awake, I don't know what to say. It is what it is, but there's enough knowledge out here. There's enough books. You got a whole computer in your hand every day. You have to want to be better. I can't want better for you more than you want for yourself. So you have to be able to see yourself in that fashion. And that's basically what I wanted to say today. I did a little short earlier about it. Now I can calm down a little bit and have some tea. But I just want people to understand that sometimes you go into the first of the year and you just think, oh, everything's new, coming up roses. Here's my little vision board. Here's my look. Vision boards do work if you put the emotions behind it. But not only do you put the emotions behind it, you have to be willing to walk that walk as well. Because just because it's in Target, but you over here shopping in Walmart, you're not going to get what you're looking for, right? If it's exclusively in Target, you can put the pictures there. You can say what you want to say, but your emotions and where you go dictates what you get. So if you don't like what 2024 brought you, or really you created for yourself, then it's time to recreate the narrative. And when I say recreate the narrative, make sure you give time for the script to change, right? Because sometimes we get tired. We're like, oh, I've been doing this goody two shoes stuff for 2 weeks. I ain't seen no change. Honey, you gonna have to go through some trudging, because you've been in the dirt for so long. It's gonna take a while to clean off that off so that you can come into your new script, your new role, your new character, so you can be set on stage in the way that you should have been there in the first place. So please understand that this is not an easy journey, but I do want to make sure that you understand that you cannot make, how do I want to say, dead things come to life dead things come to life during the dead season. This is the letting go, the dying, the sacrificing season, right? The get out here and get it work, sit down, meditate, pray, write it out season. So that when you are ready to drop those seeds, the ditch is dug. The ground is ready. You've tilled the ground. You prepared the ground. So when spring rolls around, that we can drop those things and that we will see some germination there. We will see things start to grow, start to progress. And we can be proud of what we are creating. And others can look and say, ooh, he or she did that. I can do that too. It's about inspiration. It's about beauty, y'all. So look, I'm going to get out of here. I hope what I said made sense. It was on my heart. I thought I'd get on here and talk about it. I'm going to let y'all go. I know for this, for 2025, I'm digging my ditches, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be, especially with Rooted Vines, my tea haven. You know, what's in your apothecary, baby. It's a struggle, but I've never worn an entrepreneurial hat before. This is 2 years going in, so I'm learning a lot, doing a lot better. And I hope to be on here more on Sundays at 6, and I'm dropping them shorts. But as I get off here, I just want to say, as always, I pray whatever you seek and whatever you're desiring in this realm, it is desiring and it is seeking you.